All right, so get this. Today we're taking a deep dive into AI.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Sounds cool.
Specifically, a new system called Samurai
Okay.
that's changing how computers track objects in videos. You know how sometimes you wish you could just download information straight into your brain?
Yeah.
Like absorb it instantly?
Like the Matrix.
This is kind of like we're going to unpack some complex research,
Right.
but make it surprisingly digestible, even for someone like me.
Right. Well, it's not just about the how, it's also about understanding why this is such a big leap forward for AI.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about a system that's not simply trained on mountains and mountains of data,
Okay.
but one that seems to grasp a deeper understanding of how objects move in the real world.
Okay, so paint the picture for us. Why is tracking objects in video such a tough nut to crack for computers?
Uh-huh.
I mean, our brains do it effortlessly.
Yeah, it seems so intuitive to us.
Yeah.
But for a computer, it's like navigating a chaotic visual puzzle. Objects can move erratically, get hidden, even blend into their surroundings.
Right.
It's a challenge that has stumped even the most sophisticated AI systems up until this point.
So enter Samurai, our AI samurai warrior, slicing through these challenges.
Love it.
So we know that this system builds on the success of SAM 2,
Uh-huh.
which is already famous in the world of segmenting images.
Right.
So remind us quickly what's segmentation all about.
Imagine you're looking at a photograph and you want to separate the different objects.
Okay.
People, the trees, the buildings.
Right.
Segmentation is like giving each of those objects its own little outline.
Okay.
A way for the computer to understand this is one thing and that's another thing.
Okay.
SAM 2 is a superstar at this.
Yeah.
But things get tricky when we move from still images to videos.
Ah, so that's where the tracking problem kicks in.
Exactly.
It's not just about recognizing an object, but following it as it moves through time and space.
Yes.
And this is where SAM 2 starts to falter.
Precisely, the researchers behind Samurai identified two major stumbling blocks for SAM 2
Oh,
when it comes to tracking.
all right.
Think about a basketball game where you're trying to follow a specific player.
Okay.
In a crowded scene like that, SAM 2 can get confused
Yeah.
because it focuses so much on what things look like.
Uh-huh.
It might actually accidentally switch between players wearing the same uniform
Oh,
because they appear so similar even though they're moving in different ways.
got it.
Yeah.
So it's like trying to follow one particular bird in a giant flock.
Yes.
They all look alike, and if you're not paying attention to their individual movements,
Right.
you're bound to lose track.
Exactly.
Okay, so what's the other tracking challenge that trips up SAM 2?
It's something called occlusions,
Okay.
which basically means objects getting hidden.
Oh, okay.
Imagine you're trying to track a cat
Okay.
weaving through furniture.
Uh-huh.
SAM 2 might start remembering the couch
Oh.
instead of the cat
Wow.
because the cat keeps disappearing behind it.
Yeah.
It's like its memory gets polluted with irrelevant information.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the hurdles Samurai is designed to overcome.
Right.
And what's really mind-blowing is that it does this without needing any extra training. It's
Mhm.
like it has this inherent understanding of motion built in.
That's the key. The brilliance of Samurai lies in how it incorporates motion information into its tracking process.
Wow.
It's not just what an object looks like.
Yeah.
It's about understanding where it's been and where it's likely going.
Or now we're getting to the juicy part. How does Samurai actually use this motion information to achieve such impressive tracking? I'm all ears.
Think of it like a skilled pool player.
Okay.
They don't just aim for the current position of the ball.
Right.
They calculate the angles, consider the other balls on the table,
Okay.
predict where the target ball will be after impact.
Yeah.
Samurai does something similar.
Cool.
It analyzes the object's past movement to predict its future trajectory.
So it's constantly making these mini predictions, like anticipating the object's next move.
Right.
And that helps it stay on target even when the object is briefly hidden or surrounded by similar-looking things.
Exactly.
That's pretty clever.
Yeah.
But what about the memory problem we talked about? How does Samurai prevent its memory from getting cluttered with those irrelevant details?
That's where its motion-aware memory comes in.
Okay.
Instead of remembering everything it sees,
Yeah.
Samurai selectively prioritizes the memories,
Okay.
the previous frames that are most helpful for tracking.
Okay, walk me through how it makes those selections.
Yeah.
Does it have some kind of ranking system?
Exactly.
It-
It gives each memory a score.
Interesting.
The affinity score tells us how well a memory matches what the object looks like,
Okay.
while the motion score tells us how well it fits with the object's movement.
Okay.
By combining these scores,
Uh-huh.
Samurai can focus on the memories that are both visually accurate
Okay.
and relevant to the object's trajectory.
So it's like having a super efficient note taker
Yes.
who highlights the most important points from a lecture.
Exactly.
You don't get bogged down in all the extra details.
Right.
You just get the key takeaways.
Right.
And that's how Samurai keeps its memory sharp
Yes.
and avoids getting sidetracked.
Precisely. And this selective memory, combined with its ability to predict motion, is what allows Samurai to achieve such remarkable tracking accuracy,
Yeah.
even in those challenging scenarios that typically trip up other systems.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. And what makes this even more impressive is that it achieves all this in a zero-shot setting.
Okay, I have to admit, zero shot sounds kind of like a magic trick.
Uh-huh.
Break it down for us. What does that actually mean in the world of AI?
It means Samurai can tackle these complex tracking tasks without needing specific training data for them. Imagine a student acing a test on a subject they've never formally studied just by applying their general knowledge and reasoning skills.
Oh, wow.
That's zero-shot learning in action.
So it's not just a specialist trained to track specific objects in controlled environments. It's more like a quick learner, adaptable and able to handle new challenges as they come up.
Exactly. And this zero-shot capability is a game changer.
Yeah.
It suggests Samurai hasn't just memorized patterns. It's learned something fundamental about how objects move.
Okay.
Something it can apply broadly.
Right.
Without needing a tailored lesson for every scenario.
So it's like Samurai has cracked the code of motion, at least in a visual sense.
Yeah.
That's huge. But before we get too carried away with the possibilities, let's zoom back in on the mechanics for a moment.
Okay.
How does Samurai actually pull this off? What are the key ingredients?
We've already touched on the core elements, motion modeling and MotionAware memory.
Right.
Remember, Samurai builds upon the foundation of SAM2, which excels at segmenting objects in individual images.
Right, but SAM2 struggles with that element of time following the object as it moves through the video.
Yeah.
That's where Samurai's secret sauce comes in.
Exactly. And the first ingredient in that sauce is motion modeling.
Okay.
Samurai uses a mathematical framework to predict the object's future location
Okay.
based on its past movement. It's like analyzing the arc of a baseball.
Yeah,
By considering its speed and direction, you can estimate where it's likely to land.
got it.
Yeah.
So Samurai's constantly making these tiny predictions like an experienced detective,
Right.
piecing together clues to anticipate the culprit's next move.
Exactly.
And this helps it stay on track even when the object is briefly hidden or surrounded by distractions.
Precisely. And that's where the second ingredient, MotionAware memory, kicks in.
Okay.
Instead of just storing a sequence of recent frames,
Yeah.
Samurai carefully evaluates which memories are most valuable for tracking.
Interesting.
It uses a combination of scores to rank them.
Scores, like a judge at a gymnastics competition,
Uh-huh.
awarding points for different elements.
Exactly. One score, the affinity score, measures how well a memory visually matches the object.
Okay.
The other score, the motion score, assesses how consistent that memory is with the object's predicted movement path.
So it's not just about how clearly Samurai remembers the object,
Yeah.
but how well that memory aligns with the object's anticipated trajectory.
Yes.
It's prioritizing memories that make sense both visually
Uh-huh.
and in terms of the object's motion.
You got it by weighing these scores.
Yeah.
Samurai filters out the noise and focuses on the memories that matter most
Yeah.
for accurate tracking.
Okay.
It's like having a personal assistant who highlights the key points in a lengthy document
Right.
so you can quickly grasp the essential information.
That's a fantastic analogy.
Yeah.
So we've explored how the ingenious mechanisms that power Samurai.
Right.
Now let's shift gears and talk about the so what.
Okay.
Why should we be excited about this? What are the real world implications?
This is where it gets truly fascinating. Samurai isn't just a cool technological feat. It has the potential to revolutionize numerous fields.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat. Give us the grand tour. Where could Samurai make a real difference?
The possibilities are incredibly vast.
Okay.
Let's start with something we all interact with, video content.
Okay.
Imagine watching a sporting event where you can seamlessly track your favorite player, even in a chaotic scrum.
Right.
Or imagine security cameras that intelligently track individuals or objects of interest,
Yeah.
even in crowded or complex environments.
It's like having a superpower. The ability to focus your attention on exactly what you want to see, even amidst visual chaos.
Precisely. And the applications extend far beyond entertainment and security.
Okay.
Think about autonomous vehicles navigating busy streets.
Right.
Samurai could help them track pedestrians, cyclists, and other vehicles more reliably, leading to safer and more efficient self-driving systems.
That's a game changer for the future of transportation.
Yeah.
Are there other areas where Samurai could be a real lifesaver?
Absolutely. Imagine search and rescue operations where drones equipped with Samurai could track a missing person. Wow. Even through dense forest cover. Or think about wildlife conservationists using it to track endangered animals in their natural habitats.
Right.
Gathering valuable data without intrusive methods.
The potential is truly inspiring.
Yeah.
We're talking about a technology that could save lives, protect our environment, unlock new possibilities in countless fields.
It really is.
And to think this is all stemming from a system that simply understands how things move, it's mind-boggling.
And what's even more exciting is that we've only just begun to scratch the surface of what Samurai and MotionAware AI can do.
Yeah.
As researchers continue to refine this technology, we can expect even more creative and transformative applications to emerge.
Yeah, it really is amazing to consider all the different applications.
Yeah.
But I think it's worth pausing
Yeah.
to appreciate how groundbreaking Samurai's success really is.
It is.
It's not just about doing something cool with AI, you know? It's about pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible.
Absolutely. One thing that really struck me while reading this research
Yeah.
was how Samurai handles situations that have always been a major headache for tracking systems.
Oh, really? Like what?
Think about those shaky handheld videos we all see.
Oh,
The
yeah.
kind that make you feel a little dizzy.
Yeah.
Samurai can handle that.
Really?
Maintaining accurate tracking. Even with all that camera motion.
So it's like it has built-in image stabilization for its own understanding of the scene.
Yeah.
Which is pretty wild.
It is, and it goes beyond just shaky cameras.
Okay.
Remember those challenging attributes we talked about earlier? Like fast-moving objects and occlusions?
Right.
The researchers specifically highlighted how Samurai excels in these areas,
Yeah.
particularly on that tricky Lesotho text dataset.
Remind me again what makes Lissotex so challenging.
It throws everything at the tracking system. Objects darting around quickly,
Right.
partially disappearing behind other things.
Okay.
Even subtle variations in appearance.
Mm.
It's designed to mimic real-world complexity.
Yeah.
And frankly, it's a torture test for most tracking algorithms.
But Samurai aced it, right?
It did. And the key to its success, as we've discussed, is that intelligent combination of motion prediction and selective memory.
Yeah.
It's not brute forcing its way through the problem.
Right.
It's thinking smarter, making strategic decisions about what information to prioritize.
I'm starting to see a pattern here.
Yeah.
It's not just about raw processing power anymore.
Uh-huh.
It's about AI that can reason, that can anticipate,
Right.
that can filter out the noise and focus on what truly matters.
Exactly. And that's a paradigm shift with enormous implications.
So let's take a leap into the future for a moment.
Okay.
What are some of the more out there applications
Okay.
that this kind of motion-aware AI could unlock?
This is where things get really fun.
Okay.
Think about fields like robotics,
Uh-huh.
where precise real-time tracking is essential.
Right?
Imagine robotic surgeons, guided by samurai-like systems, performing incredibly delicate procedures with enhanced accuracy.
Wow, that's next level stuff.
Yeah.
What other possibilities come to mind?
Well, you mentioned personalized training earlier.
Uh-huh.
Imagine athletes using MotionAware AI to analyze their movements
Oh, okay.
in minute detail,
Right.
identifying areas for improvement and optimizing their performance.
Oh, wow.
We could see a whole new era of data-driven athletic training.
And what about something like augmented reality?
Yes.
Where the digital world blends seamlessly with our physical surroundings?
Exactly. MotionAware AI could revolutionize AR experiences,
Wow.
creating more immersive and interactive environments
Okay.
where digital objects move and behave realistically in relation to the real world.
Yeah.
The gaming industry alone would be transformed.
My mind is officially blown.
Huh.
We've gone from tracking a cat weaving through furniture
Right.
to potentially revolutionizing surgery, athletics, and entertainment.
I know, it's crazy.
It just goes to show how a fundamental breakthrough
Yeah.
in one area of AI
Uh-huh.
can have ripple effects across countless domains.
And that's what's so exciting about this research.
Yeah.
It's not just a solution to a specific problem.
Right.
It's a glimpse into a future where AI can perceive and interact with the world in ways we're only just beginning to imagine.
Yeah, so for anyone listening who's feeling inspired,
Yeah.
we leave you with this challenge.
Okay.
Think about your own field, your own passions. How could motion-aware AI like Samurai transform the way you work?
Right.